but that's not possible because the left-hand side now has 2 wall breakers themselves, so they're going with something aggressive as well. Really good to see how well the Kenji and Mortis are going to do into Draco, then with a broken open map.
Ryohei just dash on and await Kenji just healing back up. Hypercharge now coming in, and Ryohei only finds it onto IC and actually just loses a 1v1.
He did manage to pop the last stand, forcing out there from IC. That's a huge amount of tempo that rival esports are gaining here, now closing in on 100%. Totoro with another sashimi slash, it connects, then IC has to make a desperation run into the mid to claw back this control. Burns down one, gets another, stays alive with a hypercharge to boot. FENNEL still have signs of life.
There's the Mortis now going through all of these mines, and he doesn't get the super off there either. That's going to be really unfortunate for him. Yutupin over the left-hand side will go down to the Meteor Shower, brought in by a Charpy. They're buffed up, they're fighting for the zone, and if they can get this above 90, I think they can just stand on.
They need to bring down IC here, manage to cycle on the other. Big super that from Totoro. The hypercharge sashimi slash came in clutch when they needed it, combined with that Mortis rival, but is it enough?
Good kill from Yutupin there as well. Managed to bring one of them down and stops them from getting all that control. Icy trying to stay alive. Ryohei stunned out, but I don't even know if they get that kill. The slow from the Finks keeps him alive, and they get the bow as well. Rival Esports flying at the moment, and this one doesn't seem as close as the last.
IC now pops once again, another super inside the mid, but a lot of it, the damage was just reduced there by that time warp, and it's just so easy for rival esports to count up to 100. One bad push was all it took. And celebrations galore. But if you think about it, they dedicated 2 entire picks in the form of this Ruffs, this bow to try and get IC, mass hypercharge that told him to charge it even faster. But every time IC falls, the comp just completely falls apart. You're really praying your opponent makes a mistake. And that is not the kind of mentality you ever want to be in when you're down already 1 set. With this last pick of Juju coming in, Sunny, I feel Rival have, rounded out their comp in a much more logical fashion.
That they've placed down, but he can just use the super and get through it regardless. 3 mines just sat there, and Charpy just baits all of them, and what a perfect time to do so as well.
IC now popped out that level 3. He's gonna get the speed and the new cone of attack. This is starting to look like rival esports.
I mean, with 2 cracks to be able to even get close to them now, they're getting even more damage on safe with Kenji finding another shot. Now the Nanny comes through, assuming he's using TP if he's managed to get past there. And should be able to get up this air, and I think he did TP, just trying to get some damage down now. It was around 6% the first shot. Didn't quite get the crack. 15 seconds left, and there's a lot to be desired from Rival Esports here. And listen, I think we should just take back everything we said about this clan, to be honest with you. It worked wonders.
Yeah, I'm with that. Let's formally express our dearest apologies to FENNEL here. I mean, I kind of forgot about the fact that Sunny said that 8-bit's a snail, and I guess when you see a snail brawler like that, and Bell's not really an attacker here. Totoro here would much rather be in the back having the defense, but at the very least he does claw open a pathway. You can see Yutupin, he's crawling across the field. They're taking a little bit of time there, but now we're entering the first base race of the East Asian Monthly Finals. Is Clancy at level 2 faster than the entirety of Rival Esports, Trav?
I mean, I don't think he would be, but the defense is giving a bit of work here. Kenji down to 1 shot. They might need to take him down, but Yutupin's just going to fall. Good trade coming through. And Totoro's still finding shots. I don't know why Rival Esports, why FENNEL are doing this, sorry. They were doing an incredible job of keeping control in the previous one. Ryohei gets bounced forwards, and there's still a chance of them winning this. A very good one at that.
It was a gamble play that FENNEL had to take. They knew that they couldn't double back there. IC still at level 2. I think Rival had the good idea going for the base race there. But is it going to be enough? Full clip there from a Charpy. Just sublime now. And more pummeling into Yutupin. He's even holding on to the hypercharge. If he just popped it for stats there, that would have been a kill. But slow and steady is the name of the game for FENNEL.
Yeah, doesn't want to give up any ground. He could technically just TP forwards with this, but he's just going to wait out. His team's doing a lot of work. Now Quan's coming forwards, level 3, and that's the game done. Honestly, as I said during the game, I was super surprised to see FENNEL take that risk and go for the base race when
8-bit into Nani and Angelo just needs that extra speed, I feel. We also really underestimated how much damage a Clancy can actually dish out. Even on stage 1, he wasn't that safe for quite some time. On
valid brawler with the insta-break, it gives you a bit more, of use of being able to go across the water. So both of those eventually being picked up, as it's smart to have something to be able to get across that left-hand side, because if one team has it and the other team doesn't, you're at an instant disadvantage.
They're trying to use Kenji as a pseudo tank here, now being healed up by IC. Aggressive play made by him. I love this coming out there from the side of FENNEL. They've capitalized on a beautiful timing there, but Totoro is still at large here. The babies from Achapi, this time the timing is sublime. It is good. Look at the side of FENNEL though. They are falling a little bit low. Utapin just needs to get a little bit closer here for the super, but not gonna get there in time. The taps are good from the side of FENNEL, and they will take a round of their own.
Kind of just throwing his super down whenever, has the hypercharge now, and that should allow them, help them to get out of this sticky situation in the back.
Oh, Hax is going to bring down IC there. It was inevitable. I mean, he converted his role to become more of the cleric of the team, popping all the heals onto Kenji, but that left him so vulnerable. Now with 2 versus 3, at the very least, Achapi has got hypercharge babies. Okay, so that's going to look pretty impressive here in the next round. At the time being, they are literally just waiting for the smoke to come in. One of the rare cases that you wish you could just type FF and end the round and stop feeding hypercharges to the other team.
If only. They are going to both go down, not without a few shots going the opponent's way. Totoro got his super eventually in there as well, but now just waiting. IC throws a few heals into his back, but a hypercharge ready to go for Utapin, and Totoro is a dangerous game for FENNEL to be playing here, and it looks like this should be 3 hypercharges now. Is surely not a winnable situation for FENNEL, but they're going to give it a go. There's the hypercharge. Kenji falls low, backs up, gets all the heals in the world, jump comes in, and he pops midair. Down goes IC on the right-hand side. And yeah, Achapi, what hope does he have? I don't think a lot of hope at all.
He's going to join his hatchlings in space as FENNEL.
Eve not going to have the best matchup on the left-hand side either, and they just never got any. I think they got ground once. It was when Kenji got a couple of hits, popped a shield and ran at them. And that's the only good play I think we saw from FENNEL. They ended up winning that round, obviously, but
You can't stun him mid-super, so I don't really love that spike pick. Maybe I'm wrong with that one. I'm sure chat is correcting me if I am.
waiting for it to happen in the first 10 seconds of the game.
I think you can't stop him, but
These shots from Rio, hey, packing a punch though. Got to be very careful now. Just healing up. Obviously, no curveball. Easier to get out of the way. There it goes. The hypercharge going to be wasted by Utapin there. And IC in and out with 6 gems. And FENNEL have a lifeline.
One time, it works. Sometimes you throw a million things at the wall, you'll miss it 9,099,999 times, and you just need to hit it once because this is gem grab. That is what the brawler is supposed to do. That's what I want to see, IC. Let's do it some more. For the plot, let's go to set 5.
Achapi pinned all the way back to Toro, super in hand, but he can just hold this bush and wait it out. Got to be careful that his teammates don't get rushed and taken out though, because that can change the game again.
It's not looking good for the side of FENNEL. Their rival Esports. Totoro goes in there, get a big kill there onto the soul gem carrier. It's just left to the bull factor in the back. T-Bone Injector is committed there from the side of IC. Crazy Raccoon waiting in wait to celebrate. 5 seconds is all it takes for us to potentially crown one. IC, we found the interaction. There we go. The root does connect. And with that, rival Esports, they celebrate. But it's not for them. It's not for FENNEL. It's for Crazy Raccoon. They will be the second team going to the Pro Cup.
Yeah.
I also shouldn't hate on the spike anymore, I think. It worked out quite well.
That can't be right. That he got one kill